Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the old smart RTG. And the legend was released, and I don't know when you guys started playing FIFA, but FUT 10, this man was a menace in a right mid position. The speed, dribbling, well, finishing back then, all you needed to do was shoot and it would go in. The skill gap was creating the chance and building up quickly, which was really fun. But Rodrigo Palacio, he's been given 5-star skills, really nice stats. And as you know, we were needing a left mid in this 4-4-2. To get chemistry, ideally, we were needing to find a central player. So that wasn't just the reason why I've unlocked him. It was more to do with wanting to put together a really cool Serie A team in the future. So when the weekend league dies down a little bit, we can have some fun with the Italians, or just, like I say, a Serie A mix. So Palacio, I have unlocked. It was an 85 squad and an 83, but his face stats do make him look unbelievable. The only stat I don't like is the long shot, and it's around like 74. But what I found is the Hawk chem style is genuinely the best chem style for him. It increases just a little bit more on his pace. It gives him a bit more physical. So if you are going to be playing him on the last man, because he's already got the speed, a bit more aggression and stuff to sort of get those rebounds off your opponents and just jet through. So I don't mind that at all, honestly. And how I've had to set up the team, we only have, well, technically 3 players off chem, but 1 or 2. I guess 2, because they're both of the centre backs, right? So Odegaard is on 8, which I don't really believe that is off chem in a way. Like 8 chem is still very high. And have I noticed any difference? No, I haven't. So one thing I will say though is that we have been playing Palacio as a left mid, and it isn't his ideal position, but has it worked? Kinda. He isn't a card that seems like he's getting involved as much as like a Robin type player. But then again, he hasn't really done anything too poor for me to want to like instantly drop him from that position. But what I want to do is test him as a proper striker, running in behind, getting use out of that finishing, because it was good. On his debut, he gets the goal, which is awesome. Like, it's just tradition. I bring in a player, they get a debut goal, and then it's either they continue with that form or they just go off the boil. And I didn't force it into him at all. He just naturally got involved and he scored the goal. So yeah, on the ball, I like his left stick control. His acceleration, I noticed that. His finishing for the most part has been good, and he's got a little bit of physical. Now, I don't think the physical has come into the play as often as I probably would expect. But he's a technical dribbler. You want to get use out of that, then burst away. You don't even want to engage in that battle. So I think that if you've unlocked the cards, you're going to enjoy him. But with the way our weekend league games went, we got off to a slow start. I was trying to find the rhythm. That's what I was struggling with. But as we built up the play and started to score some nice goals, I warmed up and we found, yeah, some good finishes. And Ronaldo was exceptional. He outperformed Odegaard yesterday. So with him carrying the team, having him being an untradeable card, it's been a godsend. I cannot believe, and I cannot think as to how I would play the team without Ronaldo these days. I don't know. Like, I would have to legitimately go and buy an icon moments that is on that level. I can't replace Ronaldo right now. He is a definite. So I know we've been like buying and selling some players recently, but when a card is good, they stay. Like, when they are truly OP, they're in my team. So a lot of people will question like, oh, he buys and sells this player, that player, that player. But when you break down our squad, right? Keylor Navas, I'm doing everything I can to keep him in the squad. And he stays because he's a good keeper. Zambrotta, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting an untradeable version of him. And I know a lot of people keep calling out and saying, go and do his SBC. I don't really want to, because then 500,000 I technically lose. And okay, I've got Zambrotta Prime Icon Moments, which would be amazing. And maybe later on I will. But right now, I don't think it's a good opportunity, because then if we do make coins, plus with what we've got, we might be able to buy a really, really cool card. But just to continue with that, like Acuna, I love. He stayed. Kleiber I really enjoyed, but it's just that we've got so many options right now. Desilio has been fantastic, right? And unfortunately, you would have seen the game that we took the L in. It was the second match on with the Saturday run. And I've got to be honest, Desilio played the best I have seen him play. And right at the very end, he makes a tackle. Well, I didn't press anything. He's just on top of the play. My opponent did an elastico into me, and he wins the game in that fashion. And that was a bitter pill to swallow. It was harsh. because we performed all right. He did deserve the win though overall, so I couldn't be too mad about that. And I did find myself like accepting quite a few of these defeats, and it allowed me just to be a little bit more calm, you know, take each game as they come. If I didn't deserve the win, I didn't deserve it, and we move on to the next game. But we come up against this outstanding squad. Like, he's already scoring goals against me. He was a decent player as well, really. But he had Lewandowski, Team of the Year. He basically had like this full Team of the Year Bundesliga side. Incredible, visually stunning, and in-game, I mean, I did feel it towards the end. And do you know what this weekend's been? A story of team press. Everyone that I play towards the end of the game, like the first half, I dominate. Rarely that the opponent will have a chance. In the second half, it's a different player. No, I swear to God, right? I think it was in this game where I was even saying on stream, I honestly felt like he had passed the ball over to somebody else. Because in the first half, he wasn't doing La Croquette skill cancels. He wasn't doing anything to show his ability. Second half, he turned up. So I've got to give him credit. But we did win on the trusty penalty shootout. I'm all right on penalty shootouts, you know. So, yeah, Keylor Navas stepping up as always. I love him so much. But with how we performed, it was an okay standard, but just not good enough to get a really nice record. I was upset because we faced against a pro as well. Well, I don't know if he is a pro, but people are saying that he finished like 29th in the world. He was a very good player. I'll give him that. He was running the 4-1-2-on-2, and jealousy just oozes from my body when I see people being able to play that formation, keep a really cool defense with the width and everything. I just don't know how they do it. I want to run 4-1-2-on-2 in every single game. So fair play. I wasn't really a good opponent for him though, honestly. Like, he must have been like 15-0. I was, I think at the time, maybe 15-2. I think I was about 15-2, so I guess it was a fair matchup in EA's eyes, but ability, no, it was not fair. He absolutely destroyed me, and it wasn't even this game. The man has an insane team, like really, really good squads. People say to me, like on Friday, oh, how are you matching against these scrubs? Come back on Saturday. If you want to see me lose, come back Saturday, Sunday. That's when the mega teams come out. And it is tough, but 2-0 up in this game. He was pressing start a lot. I think he was looking for a lot of changes, but nothing was working. And at the back, I wasn't bad. Defensively, honestly, apart from the pro player beating us by a considerable scoreline, let's just say, I wasn't too bad at the back. It was more to do with just finding the goals, and I have been trying to run this long ball style. And now I don't know if I like it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, is it opening me up a little bit, or is it really giving me everything in the 4-4-2? I'm going to play around with it, because I did find in some games I just wanted to switch it off and then just sit back a little bit more. Otherwise, I was giving the opponents an easy way back in the game. And look at that. We're leaking goals in this one. 3-2. Hullet is just annoying. Like, there's no other word for him. He is just an annoying player. He's always there. You always got a question when you go in for the ball because he's just going to spin you and use his strength. Horrible. But look at this. Excuse me? I don't know why he wanted to keep that ball on when Cristiano Ronaldo was behind him. Thank you. I appreciate that assist. He choked. Well, I was nearly choking the game, right? I was controlling the match. He's in front. I'm thinking, God damn, how has that happened? And we found a way to win. We dug deep. And we really preyed on his mistakes because he did make some mistakes in that game. So he kind of choked it. He was in a really commanding position. Like, whenever I concede goals in extra time, I don't know about you, but you feel that instant defeat. You know it's going to be an uphill battle from there. But no, we found a way and we did a pretty good job. Now, this was the pro. Okay, and I know some people would say, oh, well, look at his team foods. You've got Team of the Year Ronaldo. He's got Pele. He's got all of these, like, nice cards. Yeah, he does, but it doesn't take away from how he built up. I don't even know, like, honestly, what was going on at the back. I thought that he was playing super basic. He wasn't doing really any of the skill cancels that you see. He was just very basic, and he wasn't really doing much in the defense. But that's what makes a good player, you know, when it's just natural. I don't know how they defend like this, but they've always got pressure on my players. I must admit, though, I didn't really play that well in the game, so I should have given him more of a test You know, after having been like 15-2, 16, he probably thought, Christ, this guy's rubbish. And I did. I played really poor, but I played poor in every single game towards the end. But this man was good, so I'll accept that. Two losses, fair. 2 losses were fair. 1 loss was a little bit dodgy and unfortunate right at the very end when I don't believe I deserve to lose the game, but it's FIFA. So we find ourselves 17-3, and I will take that. That's not a bad record considering some of the stuff that I've been seeing and really what games we've been involved in. So 17-3, solid record. It has Palacio really performed though. Let's go back to the team. I'll show you the stats in the left mid position. And maybe tonight, I'm going to run him as a striker. Okay? So let's go. So in the first 10 games with Palacio, he has finished on 4 goals and he's received 2 assists. And admittedly, he doesn't drift and just get involved naturally from that left mid position because he's not a left mid. And it would be unfair to judge him without really properly giving him a go as a striker because the attack position 98, the composure 95, and then in general the finishing, he wants to be in front of goal, and he's going to score a ton, I believe, anyway. So good dribbling stats, good finishing, really, and his speed is noticeable. He's got really nice acceleration to get away from the man. And for their shot trait, which is cool. Plus, he comes with the rat tail in game that wiggles a belt, if you care about that anyway. But he's a cool card, and for his price, yeah, I'd recommend maybe picking him up if you've got a similar mix to me, or you've got Dybala that you can get chemistry. So for next weekend, you know what I might do? Although Odegaard is still killing it, right? It's a wonderful record. But I might get rid of Odegaard and then have Palacio and Ronaldo up top and then drop Kieran Tierney and then switch this left-hand side. Maybe. I think so. Maybe we'll do something like that. But shout out Odegaard again. He performed once again. Amazing. But Cristiano Ronaldo did step up and turn up and take control. But tonight, fingers crossed, we get some really nice SBCs. I'm hoping for icons, really. Icon swaps would be nice if they drop that tonight or tomorrow. I think it's going to come out Monday. But then they did say it was coming out on the 26th. That little promo screen when it was first announced and released. That's kind of shocking from EA, really. False advertisement, if anything. But we have this Jumbo Gold 26 pack just to finish off today's video. And we don't get anything. Fantastic. But the season, you know, the season lineup, that Ken's Raver, I want to do him, but at the same time, his stats just look a little bit underwhelming. So yeah, level 30 cards aren't great, but you know what is great? Our weekly run, because tonight we're going big. 25 wins minimum. That's what I'm aiming for. Hope we can achieve it, as well as repeatable SBCs. Fingers crossed. EA release them. But thank you very much for watching. Drop a like, and I will see you boys tomorrow. Take care. Team out. Peace.